Hi and welcome to this live currency strength indicator table video with me, John, on this Wednesday the 19th of April. Here you can see we have our two tables in front of us. We have the trend traders table and the day traders table. These are the same studies but just highlighting different time frames. You can see here only a couple of the currencies are highlighted in green today. That means there's a confluence between those currencies on those time frames, and that's where we're focusing our attention in these videos. The tables auto-update every 5 minutes 24/7, meaning our members can see how the markets stand right now in real time. Now, if you're not using these tables to find your opportunities, how are you finding them? Because we use this every single day to identify opportunities in the market. And if you are wondering how we do that and you're not a member already, then head over to charlesclifton.co.uk for more information. Now, for our members today, we can see that only the yen and the New Zealand dollar are the highlighted currencies. The yen remaining really weak, so is the New Zealand dollar. On the strength side of things, we have no highlighted currencies, and in these type of conditions, that is not unusual to see. You can see that there's confused markets, and we make money by not losing money as well. And when we're looking at these tables, if there's nothing here that really puts us in the direction, we need to then look at the sort of bigger picture and focus on the ones that where that weakness really is. And obviously we've talked about the yen weakness for many days now, so yen is where we should be keeping that focus when you see tables like this. Now we're going to touch upon pound yen because pound tops the day traders. Now if something tops the day traders table, it shows us that there is momentum with that currency. So out of the currency pairs that we could potentially look at, pound yen is going to be one of them. The second is going to be Swiss yen, because we've spoke about Swiss yen on multiple occasions, and Swiss tops the trend traders. So when you do see these type of conditions, it can be quite difficult as a retail trader to operate within these type of markets. However, again, using the currency strength indicator tables, we can identify that yes, the yen is still weak, and we have two currencies that are topping each individual table as the strongest. That's where we can focus some attention. So let's dive into pound yen. I like pound yen a lot. We can see that price has recently traded through the 165.75. We've broken to the upside. Now in a recent video we talked about when price breaks this level, we could see price head up to the next level of resistance, which we have marked out as 169, and you can see price is well on its way to do that. We've rallied outside of sort of the 165.75 by 215 pips. We've also recently broken these minor highs. So if I go to the 4-hour time frame, I've put in the 167 handle in here where these highs were resting. Price has broken out of that by nearly 100 pips. So looking to see if we can get a potential pullback here now for pound yen, because I like the idea of price heading to the 169 handle. If we saw a retracement down to 167, we also have this trend line support running through. Maybe we'll see some kind of bullish price action in and around that area. The other chart of interest that we spoke about before is Swiss yen. Again, why are we looking at Swiss yen in this type of market environment? Because it tops our trend traders table. So if we go to the Swiss yen, we've been talking about Swiss yen ever since we've broken out of this area towards the 146 and the 147.50. We've been targeting all these areas on the way up. So if you have been a member long enough to see that, then price has rallied over 400 pips in our favor. Now what I've done this time is I've talked about this area quite a lot, which was the 150.50 where price could come into, find a bit of resistance. But what I've also done is marked out the very high of this candlestick here. Obviously there was a strong news event around this point, and price at this time had a range of over 800 pips, the high being the 151 spot 46 handle. So if price was to trade above the 150 spot 50, it could really open the door for a move all the way up to the 151 spot 46, where we saw that significant candlestick high form. So that's definitely something to consider. Obviously, we are coming into an area of resistance as well, so we do have to be careful there. Price is not really trading within this tight channel anymore, so we can remove that. But what I was looking at earlier was that price, or earlier in the day and overnight, price came back into previous lows here and has continued to push higher. So again, I think if you're looking at Swiss yen for something to focus on in these type of market conditions, you want to continue to wait for the break of highs and the retest. Alternatively, if price comes back to a low, you could look for that opportunity in there as well. But don't be too eager to jump into any kind of trades at the moment. Obviously, these market conditions like this here can be quite confusing. Without these tables, essentially, you could be all over the place looking for opportunities around that there's a lack of momentum with. So that can often lead to losses in the market, and when you're not losing money, you're still in the game, okay? That's what this is all about, really, is that tight risk management. If there's no need to go searching for a position, then there's no need, okay? So we can just take this information, maybe go away from the markets, maybe try and look at something else, or maybe work on something else, and then come back to see if there is some highlighted currencies later in the day. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to speaking to you in the next one.